This video is presented by the EA Creator Network. As a member, I am required to disclose that I have been gifted free game codes, however, opinions remain my own. Hey guys, it is MissSimReno. If you are returning to the channel, welcome back. And if you are brand new, I am very excited that you decided to join me here today for another apartment renovation. And today we are in Pinecrest Apartments 402 in Evergreen Harbor, which shipped with Eco Lifestyle, if you're wondering. And we are renovating an apartment for a gamer, and we are using the brand new kits that just came out. I think we're only using 2 of the 3. So if you were wondering, we got 2 new kits at the time of me recording this. It's January 16th. We got the Cozy Gamer Kit in collaboration with Lil Simsy, which was great. We got the Casanova Kit and then the Secret Sanctuary Kit. We got a lot of kits. I've said this before, I'm not the biggest fan of kits at this point. I liked them at first, now they're kind of overwhelming to me, but I was really excited about the Cozy Gamer one and the Casanova one. The items are absolutely beautiful, and of course, we knew Lil Simsy was going to come through with a lot of great items to put, well, not only as part of your gamer setup, but kind of in the backdrop as well in your own little office. It's really fun. The items are really great, and a lot of the things with the Cozy Gamer Kit specifically have references to The Sims. It's like all nostalgic items. I'm really happy about it. It made me really happy. But you can see that we're kind of going with like a teal, blue, and black and kind of like orangey wood color scheme, which out of my comfort zone, but I thought it came together so nicely with this wallpaper from Lovestruck and these curtains from Eco Lifestyle. It looked so good. The couches and the little record player are from the Casanova kit, I think. One of them might have been the Secret Sanctuary or whatever it's called. I don't remember. The poster above the little record player is new, and that neon light is new, and then anything else in this room, the stack of books, like this was my very first time going through the catalog, by the way, while I was doing this build. So you can see that I'm plucking items out that are brand new so I don't lose track of them, because I wanted to use as many as humanly possible. Like we have a little game controller now, all of these little nostalgic clutter items, the little like display case, everything. It came with a lot of good stuff, I can't lie to you. It really did. And I am so shocked at how much I loved this apartment. This is not a color scheme that I would ever pick for myself at all. But it came together so beautifully, in my opinion. It's enough color, but it's still somewhat, I can't really say muted, but it brings enough color even though you're not using that much color. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, but I loved it. The living space is probably my favorite on top of the bedroom, because of course I'm using all the new items specifically in those rooms, but I really liked the bedroom. I wanted it to be like a bedroom / office because it is just a 1-bedroom apartment. So this is great for like a single sim, maybe a couple. I do have the bed pushed up against the wall, so you would have to use the scoot feature if you had more than 1 sim in this apartment, but I just thought it was really nice. I really liked it. I had sectioned off a little 2-tile space there for a walk-in closet. Completely forgot. I ended up getting rid of that and moving the desk into that, kind of creating a bit of a nook, which worked out great because it gave me a bit more space with where I ended up placing the bed. But I pretty much set up the gaming setup, this little display case here. We have all the nostalgic Sims posters, like the original Sims. There's a couple from The Sims 2, The Sims 3, The Sims... well, like the original Sims game, The Sims 1, if you will, The Sims Medieval, and then like all the My Sim games too. There's so many cool swatches. So I used, to be honest, my favorite ones. The Sims 1 and The Sims 2 and The Sims 3. So basically anything but the My Sims games, because I didn't play those until now. Until they came out on the Switch, I had never played them before. So all of just like the core franchise games, I used all of those posters. I didn't even play The Sims Medieval when it came out. I don't even know when it came out. I have no idea. I didn't play all of like the spin-offs basically. Like one that I've also never played is The Sims Bustin' Out. My dear friend Reese loves The Sims Bustin' Out, always talks about it. I've never played it before. But yeah, I also added a washer and dryer in here, and then we start working on the kitchen. So at this point, we've pretty much used as many of the new items from these kits as we can. but I had so much fun with this kitchen. Like, these cabinets and the countertops from Dream Home Decorator matched perfectly, and I was shocked. I was genuinely shocked. I do end up changing the countertops to more of the orangey wood just to balance out how dark the kitchen was. And I think I changed the cabinets. I might have changed the cabinets to black as well. Yeah, I did, because this tile from base game also perfectly matched. Like, this was the one time where trying to match things didn't feel like a challenge whatsoever. I think I did this apartment in like an hour, maybe something like that. It came together so easily, and as always, I play tested it, and my sim was able to navigate all of these kind of tight spaces, like around the bookcase and the little table there behind the couch. Everything was perfectly fine, which was a thrill for me. I also did add a window in the kitchen using the tool mod. Now, when you download this, it's not going to be there, just FYI. So that's kind of a bummer, but I really felt like there needed to be a window there because it was just all wall. I didn't like it. I also had the bathroom with the same color scheme, and I put the like signed Plumb Bob game poster in there from City Living, because don't forget, we do have some items from City Living that are kind of gamer themed, if you will. We have like posters and stuff like that, so that was nice. And then we end up finishing up the bedroom here by actually, you know, adding a bed because that's really what we were missing there. Oh my God, you know what I didn't do? I didn't even give this sim a dresser. I was so excited using all these new items and using the space. I didn't even give them a dresser. I gave them a washer and a dryer and not a dresser. Okay, well, you can add a dresser if you want, because I didn't. One of the ones from Tiny Living, the Tiny Living stuff pack, would probably be great. That's my idea. That's my suggestion. That's so embarrassing. I was so excited to get in here, and I was loving how this apartment came out. I just didn't stop. So maybe get rid of the washer and dryer, and maybe add a dresser in that little hallway. That would be a good idea. That would be a great place to put it without having to change anything in the primary layout, if you will. And then we just quickly decorate this little entry area with more gaming posters and that super fun mirror from the from one of the other kits, the one that Plumbella did. What's it called? I don't remember. Look, there's so many of them at this point. I'm not gonna be able to name the kits that I use from this point on because there's too many. And then we clutter up the kitchen, which oddly enough is the last thing that we do. I thought the hallway was the last thing, and I lied. It's actually the kitchen. Look, I'm recording this right after work, right after finishing this apartment, right after getting these new kits in my game, and I'm just buzzing off of like new excitement and new energy. That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, we're almost at the end of this build. I hope you all enjoyed this one. I cannot wait to hear your thoughts, and I will catch you next time I post a video, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.